Alrighty, and we're back. So now we gotta go around to all these glowing stones around the desert to charge up our thingamajiggy.
Because video games.
Yeah, it's so great. If we could sit here all night and play it, then, you know, it wouldn't matter as much to me, but since we're in kind of a hurry, kind of want to just blast through this as fast as possible.
Gambit.
Does it want me to mess with her license board right now, or does it care? I guess you technically don't ever have to open the license board in this game if you don't want to. You'll just be running around with basic level weapons for the entire game. Wasn't Jin supposed to be somewhere south of the village? If we work our way around, we should find him. That's wonderful, Penelo. Yeah, so I can make stuff for her, but I'm not going to right now. Do I have anything? No, didn't think so, but I just thought I'd check. Hold on one second. Where's the... Didn't it say we had gambits?
It mentioned gambits.
It just said we had gambits, and now they're not here anymore.
Maybe.
Oh, I can't edit them. She just has them on. That's what it is.
Oh.
See, the little G down there indicates that they're activated, but I can't actually edit them yet.
Okay.
It means that she has a loop, but I can't modify it. Whatever. Who cares? Okay, we're gonna try and just sprint around to all of our objectives here. Let's see if we can make it through this in one piece. I guess we'll attack one thing. Why not? Those giant legs over there with the crocodile head. I don't think I can deal with those right now. Hold on, let me actually just go quickly. Go ahead and use one of these on Vaan, because I'm getting kind of low. Penelo has full HP, and she's only at 80. Come on, Penelo, you can do it. Attack. You did it. Good job, Penelo. That's great. All right, let's move on.
Yeah, they made it seem like killing rats was a big thing, like for him. But now he's out here killing like big birdmen like it's nothing.
Yeah, who cares? Who cares? It's fine. Makes perfect sense. So what I was going to say about Vaan a second ago. Vaan is a weird character. This game went through a lot of turmoil throughout the course of its development. It lost its director kind of midway because he had, like, I don't want to call it a nervous breakdown because, I mean, I don't know the guy and I don't know exactly what happened, but apparently he was having health issues and couldn't keep up with kind of the pace of the entire project. That guy over there, those two, we definitely don't want to mess with.
Right.
If I recall correctly,
tough.
Anyway. I think, you know, I don't even want to mess with these guys. What is with that targeting? I think that's new. I don't remember that in the original version of the game. Can I just go this way? Thanks. Okay. Here we
Was there
go.
not a crystal over there?
No, I want to. Yeah, this guy has to give me the thing to charge them with first. My legs hurt. Oh no, he hurt his leg. Hi, Anakin.
Listen, if your leg hurts, you can't do what he's doing right now.
Oh crud! I didn't mean to hit. I guess no. He has to explain the situation to me. Yeah. Sunstone. I'll give you my sunstone. Go to the dark crystals. Light the ones that are bright. Light them up. Drain the energy. That's fantastic. Let's get going. There's one over there.
You know those big things you've been seeing this whole time?
Again, this is all stuff that I would read if we had time and if I cared, but right now we're just blasting through it.
Well, I mean, like me and you, we've basically just like told the gist of exactly what he's saying, which is, hey, these big things.
But my point is, like, for anybody who's stumbled upon us for the first time ever, this is atypical of how we would typically play these games. We would typically read everything out loud.
Well, this is a research ramble. So.
This is a ramble. This is unprofessional. This is quick and dirty, and also we're kind of short on time today. Now, if I understand correctly, the amount of energy you get from these is actually semi-random, and you can get it in like 2 or 3 pulls, or you can get it in like 4 pulls. I don't remember exactly because it's just been a while and I don't really care. I forgot. You can just touch these and instantly heal. So I don't even need to save, but I do want to instantly heal. Alrighty. No. So basically, among the many things that happen behind the scenes with this game, the main character of the story changed a number of times. I don't want to talk too much about it right now because I don't want to spoil things yet. But basically, Vaan was. Can I just please get the thing?
For some reason, I thought it wouldn't let you do that, like, if you were in combat. Like, I didn't think you could interact with stuff if you were in combat.
No, you can do it. It's just kind of finicky. Yeah, but basically, let's just get out of here. There's one over there. Okay. The main character of this game was going to be a guy in his 30s, basically. And essentially, the Square Enix executives from the marketing department came in and said, you can't do that because we're not going to hit our demos with Japanese teenage girls. And so they instead said the main character's got to be an androgynous pretty boy teenager. So they basically took the backstory, the like kind of tragic backstory and dead family from that other main character and gave that to Vaan and took the other character's traits and stuck it on another character we'll meet later. But ultimately, Vaan is not the main character of this game, and even the other guy who was supposed to be the main character isn't anymore. And it's unfortunate that the main character of this game is kind of the last one that we'll meet out of the entire thing. It's kind of fair to say this is an ensemble cast.
Do you think we're even going to be able to meet him in this play?
I don't know. We'll see. See, Final Fantasy VI, a lot of people talk about how that game doesn't really have a main character. Like, Terra, she's kind of like the poster girl for that game, but the whole thing is designed to have this ensemble where Celes is just as easily the main character of that game. And all the other characters kind of get like an equal amount of treatment and backstory and are like taken as seriously and whatnot. And it's kind of fair to say that for this game in some regards. Vaan and Penelo and one other character, Vaan and Penelo feel like real hangers-ons. They feel kind of like everyman self-inserts in some way. Like they're supposed to be kind of the street level characters for us to insert our way into the story and kind of understand what's going on. But they often don't even serve that purpose. It's kind of interesting because, like, in Final Fantasy X, Tidus is constantly asking questions.
Yeah.
They're Crusaders. Huh? Crews of what? Whereas I think Vaan asks, like, one dumb question in the entire course of this game, and it's not even that dumb, because it's basically a question about how the military of, Did I do what I was supposed to do? Have I skipped a step here? What am I doing now? Old Dallin's got a cough off a chocobo when he sees the sunstone. We're going to the right place. Good. I just wanted to make sure we hadn't forgotten to do something out there because I was mashing through all that text. In this game, Vaan asks like one dumb question, and it's really not that dumb because it's basically about like it's a question about the internal politics of Arcadia's military and how would he know?
Yeah.
It's been a long time since we did anything together. Too long. I had a really good time.
I didn't.
Well,
Had nothing to do with you. Had to do with the job at hand.
Actually, I was kind of supposed to be watching the place for Miguelo. And Vaan, try to stay out of trouble. For me. I don't know what I'd do if you weren't here. If something happened to you.
I'm not going anywhere, okay?
That's what I wanted to hear. See you later.
Sorry, Penelo.
Now you'll be wanting to know how to sneak into the palace, eh? First you go to Storehouse 5. You know the one. 2 doors she has. Now the right takes Van Ratsbane to his territorial hunting grounds in the sewer bottom. But that's not the way you'll go. No, you'll take the left door down into the Garum Scythe waterway. The waterway leads to a stair. The stair to the palace cellars. That's your way in. But don't go counting your gil just yet, my boy. Getting into the palace was the easy part. The way into the treasury is carefully hidden. That's where this crescent stone comes in. The magics it bears can open the hidden door to the treasury, you see. Listen, Vaan, for the words I shall speak are most important, and not to be forgotten. Do you understand? The signet yearns for sunstone strength to light the clouded way. Once in the palace, you'll find the signet tile, very important. Give to it the sun's power, and it will light your path. Very well. Oh, a warning. Be aware that if you're caught, you'll spend the rest of your short life rotting in the Nalbina dungeons. So, look sharp, my boy. And don't go running off before you're ready. Plans freshly hatched have a habit of tumbling from the nest straight into the hunter's stew pot.
Squads 3 through 6 are in place. They stand ready. So far, the Imperials haven't noticed a thing.
Then go now and hurry the others. By nightfall, we must ensure all our men are in place.
Sir. Sir!
Okay, so for some reason that I'm not sure about, our audio cut off. You should have just seen all of the scene of us going in to see Dallin and Penelo leaving. We went on a little shopping spree and bought a couple of different things. We got, I guess I can show the footage on screen, because we do have the video footage, we just don't have our audio. We bought a shield and a cure spell, but we'll have to use that. We'll have to assign that cure spell to another party member, because basically, I'm not sure if Vaan even has a license as a knight for cure.
Even if he does, we probably won't get it for a little bit.
No, but I'll make one of the next party members we get a white mage, and they'll be able to cast that right away. We don't have all the license points we need to equip Vaan's shield right now, but we will after in a minuscule number of encounters, so that won't be a problem. Now, I'm not sure how much of this I was saying before. I got through describing like kind of the roles of the characters and how they were divvied up out in the desert. I think we were talking about like Vaan was kind of an amalgamation of who the original main character was going to be. Am I going the right way? I'm lost now. Right. Here we go. I forgot we can do this now, which makes things much simpler. I wish I remembered everything we were talking about, because we probably talked about some good stuff, and I don't recall what it was. I don't know why the audio cut off. I'm very upset now. Hey Vaan, I finally worked out how to get the door on the left side open. I hope there's something in there besides rats. Man, it's a good thing that you figured that out, Kites, because that was where I was coming. If you hadn't done that, I wouldn't have been able to get in. I'm upset right now. Because I don't remember everything we talked about, so I don't remember when we talked about it, so I can't easily recap it. I hopefully just talked about mechanical stuff, but I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Is it recording okay?
Yep, it's up here.
It says recording. But...
No, it is. It's just the bars don't show at the same time, but if this thing is moving, it's recording.
Okay.
We saw a scene down here a second ago with a bunch of soldiers getting ready to do something, and a mysterious new character in a hot pink skirt. I mean, the color of it was hot pink, not that it was hot. That's more of an opinion than a statement of fact.
We said this was unprofessional, so...
Sure. Yeah, it's fine.
We could be stating our opinions as facts.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, people complain when reviews are too opinionated. It's like, that's what a review is.
Exactly.
You ever see that video? I know a lot of people have mixed feelings about Jim Sterling, but he did a really fantastic video a while ago that was called he was one of the only people at the time of release who did had a really negative review of Final Fantasy XIII, which obviously critical favor turned on that game harshly after it came out, but you know, at the time it was received pretty well. People complained that his review was not objective enough, that it complained too much, right, and it wasn't objective enough. He released a video called An Objective Review of Final Fantasy XIII. It's like, Final Fantasy XIII is a video game. You can play it on your Xbox 360 or PlayStation 3 consoles. It has a graphic, which is nice. It stars a character, it has a graphic which some people may find to be appealing, while others may not like these graphics. It has a number of characters, including a character named Lightning. Lightning is the protagonist, the main character of the game. Some people may enjoy this character, you know, that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's okay, chest. I like that the exclamation point comes up when you're near something instead of just when you're right on it, because it lets you know when there's something near you to interact with. It's a nice way to keep your kind of the general layout of your area clear without having to like put bright, obnoxious colors on interactable objects or something else like that.
Oh no, you're looking pretty low.
I'll be fine. That potion cured me to full earlier, so I think I need to just go ahead and there we go. Now I'll use a potion.
All right.
Almost
Good
full, not
stuff.
quite, but it's good enough. Man, this is great with speed up. Come and kill me. Come on, do it.
See, that's what I was
Come
thinking.
on, kill
because,
me.
Like, when I do eventually get around to playing this game, I'm not going to be using it for just getting through the normal game. It's going to be for I need to grind up some levels.
Yep, but as of right now, we gotta
But
go
we gotta
fast.
go fast, dude.
I mean, not that we can't meet up and record this again, but I was hoping next time we could focus on filming something else. But if we put a couple hours into this next time you're over, that'd be okay. All right, how about, have you looked into tomorrow night? Would tomorrow night work out for you or not?
I'm having to see if we're gathering or not tomorrow.
Okay. Gathering? Are you in a cult?
Yeah.
I'm my schedule, as you know, but the audience doesn't. What am I doing? I need to run away.
Ooh. Uh-oh.
Nah. I'm dead.
All right. What was it you said earlier?
About what, if it's on fast forward that you just die to and not have time to react to it?
Something about saving time. Like,
Yeah. Nothing wastes time more than trying to save time. But I think that this game has a much more generous, like, auto save and auto load feature, or am I mistaken in that? And we haven't saved for 2 hours. No, see, look, that's an auto save right there.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it just loads you into the last area you were in now. Which is not in the PS2 version. But we have that now, and it's very nice. And did it load or not?
You hit no.
Oh, I hit no. Alright, well, that would explain that. But yeah, I don't remember, like, again, I may be repeating myself a bit here because I don't remember where, I don't know where our audio cut off. But, the character setup in this game is kind of weird. Like, it's kind of an ensemble cast, but if you cut Vaan and Penelo out entirely, the story wouldn't really change in a major way. Like, some people hate these characters. Some people are like Titus and, or Titus, however you want to say the name, and Vaan are like in the same camp. I just hate them, can't stand them, they're the worst characters ever.
How could you hate Titus?
How could you?
How could you
Honestly,
hate
we've
that?
never really talked about much about what you thought of 10, without really spoiling too much. Like, what did you think of 10?
I can very much see how the true hardcore Final Fantasy people like would hate that game, and if I was, I probably would too. But there was just so much.
What do you mean by that?
In the sense of like, if you were trying to go for it like from a very serious perspective, there's so much goofy stuff going on. Like the game doesn't seem like it's trying to be goofy, but there's so much goofiness going on. Like with Titus, the way he is. But like, I mean, I don't want to get into
That's a
any
dead end. I'm not gonna go
specifics.
that way.
But at the same time, like, if you're looking past that and just not taking the game too seriously, I was having a great time, like, just going
Oh,
along
dear, this is
with
a
all
dead
the
end.
characters.
Let's just go ahead and toss one of these babies down. What's followed me? A rat? Nothing followed me. Everything went away.
Very
Cool.
good.
I was gonna say, like, that game has a kind of a similar problem to this one, where Titus is not the main character.
No,
Yuna's the main character.
she's not a great maan character either, if we're being
But I mean, but the
honest.
story is about her.
Exactly.
It's about her going from being a doormat to being the leader of the free world.
Who is also a doormat.
Hey, listen.
You take the doormat.
That's a matter of opinion.
You take the doormat and you put a fancy little like shirt on it.
That's a matter of opinion, okay?
I haven't seen 10-2, so who knows?
Oh boy, 10-2 is wacky. So, like, again, not to get into spoilers, the whole point of 10 is moving on and dealing with change that is irreversible, right?
And then 10-2 is
10-2 is all about trying to reverse the change. It's like an entire game of undercutting the previous game's narrative intent, and it was all done by the same people. It's baffling. It's like, it's way worse than George Lucas, like, not understanding his own stuff. It's crazy how ridiculously 10-2 misses the mark. Even if you like 10-2, it's so disconnected from 10. Hi, Balthier. Hi, Fran. Some people think Balthier is the main character of this game. I disagree, but I understand why they would think that. He does seem like the leading man.
He's too cool to be a main character in a Japanese game.
He's too cool to be a main character in a Japanese game.
In a game like this.
Oh, because you mean the main character's got to be a loser?
Yeah.
Sure, okay, I got it. All right. I thought you meant like you had like a specific American breed of cool that just isn't just like
No.
Japanese, like if Japanese people watched Happy Days and saw the fawns, like they just wouldn't understand it.
No.
It would just blow their minds.
Yeah, I should have worded that a little bit better because you got characters like Dante and whatnot that are just the cool guys.
Baby, when you're this cool, you just don't let things bother you anymore. Awesome May Cry. Old Ego Raptor animation when he was still doing animations.
That may have been before my time, honestly.
I don't think it was that long ago. Clean up for the fate. Maybe there'll be some leftover treats. So if we try and go upstairs, we're gonna get stopped. Wait here until I have further directions for you, because he thinks that we're staff. Because why would we be here if we weren't? Because we snuck in through the sewers. What's he doing? Trying to go upstairs? Trying to go upstairs, ain't you? I know you're hungry. I don't blame you. An empty stomach can make me want to crash the fate too. No use trying to hide it. Look here, I'll help you out. Okay, so press square to call a guard. I'll handle him when he comes over, and you make for the stairs. Ah, get too close and he's liable to notice you. Let's give it a try.
Hello?
This is the best part of the game. Now's your chance, get going.
Why can't he just call the guard?
Because this is tutorializing us for where we have to do this ourselves in a minute here. So Vaan, there's a couple of sequences where you're playing as Vaan, and you hit buttons to make him say lines. Here it's to distract people. Later on, it's specifically to attract attention. And the dialogue during these sequences is comedy gold. Mega64 made an entire video out of a later sequence like this.
Really?
Yeah. I don't care. Now, I don't remember exactly how to do this. You'll have to give me a minute. I can actually, hold on, this will be much easier with, no, it doesn't show the dots where they are, so actually it's not that much easier. Oh well. Whee! Is that guy gonna, yeah, that guy's gonna, that won't work, never mind. I've got to remember how to do this.
Hello?
Come get me! It didn't work, I gotta get closer. No, that's not. No, ah, crap. We're wasting time, that's not it. Nothing happens. That's great.
Hey, Buckethead!
That was what I was waiting for. That's what they call stormtroopers in Star Wars Rebels, what little of that I've watched. It's not good. Don't watch Star Wars Rebels, it is not a good show. Even by the standards of, like, kids show or Star Wars TV show. It's not very good. I thought the Clone Wars was, like, okay. I thought it was a decent show,
There's a dude
occasionally.
right there.
Yeah, exactly, but I don't think these guys over here don't care so much. I don't know why they don't care, but they don't. I do not remember. Is that not the one? No, that's not it. Hey. He's sleeping.
Oh, man.
He's sleeping on the job.
Why would anybody be here?
Hello?
Come along, you. And then they just give up. Once they get to a 90-degree turn, they give up. That's how it works when you're a guard.
Hey, Buckethead!
Just gonna play a little bit of Tetris here. Alright, we've almost solved the puzzle, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, forget, this might be the one. No, that's not it. Okay, it's the next hallway over.
Over here!
Come along, you. There we go.
This sequence was baffling the first time we played through it, and it's still just as baffling.
Dude, this is gameplay you're seeing right here. Don't you know? Alright, I do have to hit the do I still have to hit the crest somewhere else? Crap, I do. I thought I just had to go, I always forget. I always think you just go up to the door, but that's not the case. Is this it? This looks like it, yeah. Yep. I always forget you can't just go up to the secret door. You gotta hold up the thingy first. Yay! I've solved the puzzles. JRPG complete. There aren't many sequences like this after this.
That's good.
Yeah. It is good. But it's stuff that's baffling about these games, and it's what turns so many people off JRPGs is just stuff like this that has nothing to do with anything else. They feel so disconnected from the rest of the experience. And it's usually front-loaded.
I think the Japanese game developers like misinterpret this as like a variety in gameplay sort of thing.
Yeah.
Like you look back to some of the older games.
Put that later after everybody's bored with the normal combat. Don't put it up front because the game is introducing you to how the game works. But sorry, go ahead. You're saying some of those older games, what?
I was just saying, you know, like it was like the older games where it's like you'd have this section, then you'd have like an aerial section, then you'd have like a weird like top-down version.
Oh, right,
Something like that. I feel like that's where the mentality of it's coming from.
Where is the thingy? It's over here. Oh, look, I found a secret switch on the wall.
Where?
Right there,
Where?
don't you see it?
Nice.
There's so many, I mean, again, it's really only this sequence that does this, but, yay, we did it.
You're walking into the abyss.
Look, this game has very high production values. They had to cut corners in a couple of places. I'll take one untextured room that doesn't matter. Oh, he's making Titus noises. He's trying to get out of that cage.
Huh?
That's a super intricate model that has no symbolic or thematic purpose as far as I'm aware. It isn't plot relevant, it's just a cool thing to hide something in. Uh-oh.
Who are you?
I play the leading man. Who else? Fran, the Magicite.
Now then, I'll take that.
No, you won't. I found it. It's mine.
And then when I take it from you, it'll be mine.
That is such a great shot. That's every thumbnail ever right there.
Is that gonna be this one's thumbnail?
Possibly. Probably, you know what, now that, yeah, it is the thumbnail. Absolutely. That'll be the thumbnail.
Exit stage right.
The gods do not smile on us.
I like it better that way.
This is another area, since we're not going to get far enough for me to really talk about it, another area where you can tell the marketing department's meddling a little bit. I mean, I don't know, maybe not. I don't know who made decisions where. But Fran, bunny lady over there, she's not wearing a lot of clothes, is she? The game is never going to make her stumble over and have the camera linger on her butt, or other than that one shot right there where it was kind of more like a reveal where she walked up behind him and came up to his face. It's never going to, like, ogle her body in any way. I honestly get the feeling that the marketing department said we need a sexy bunny lady to put on the cover, and then everybody on the team just said, okay, here's the design, and then treat her like she was dressed normally for the rest of the game. Same goes for another character we saw earlier with the pink hot pants. I think that was like just because the costume designer put that character in that outfit, the writing takes the character seriously as if they aren't dressed like an idiot. Oh no! There's some kind of battle raging.
The Ifrit, eh? That's quite an entrance. Impeccable timing. If I didn't know better, I'd say they were waiting all along. Stop running!
Fran, how did you get to that thing? You parked it on the other side of the block. How'd you get over there?
End of the line. You have something that belongs to me. Damn!
All this way!
Fran, let's move! Off with you!
That's also probably a good reason for people to hate Vaan right there. I hate... The worst thing ever is people screaming in normal speed
and slow down
when the video is slow motion. It's so obnoxious.
What's going on, Fran?
I don't know. It's not heating me.
Don't have time for this.
Not slipping.
Not good.
What happened? Our hover didn't just drop. It disappeared.
Ah, forget it. Even if we could fly, the Ifrit's playing with fire, and I'd rather not get burned. We'll go the old-fashioned way. Not many Viera where you come from, thief.
It's Vaan. Sorry.
Well, Fran is special in that she deigned to partner with a Hume.
Oh? Like a sky pirate that chooses to steal through the sewers.
Pirates? You're sky pirates? So you have an airship?
It's Balthier. Listen, thief, Vaan, if you ever want to see your home again, you'll do exactly as I say. Myself, Fran, and you, we're working together now. Understood?
Don't even think you're getting this.
The thought never crossed my mind.
So Sky Pirates are kind of a misnomer in this universe, honestly. While there is certainly some treasure hunteriness and swashbuckliness to them, their actual practical role, minute-to-minute life, is really more of, they're really more like smugglers, I would say. Which, who is this guy supposed to be in the Star Wars analogy for this
I don't know.
game?
Who has let's try to think. Who from Star Wars is a pretty cool guy? Has a silver tongue. Maybe has he's got a partner that's not quite human.
A tall furry sidekick. Yep.
Oh.
And I want to play as him instead of whoever else we were playing as a second ago. Vaan, there's something I want to check before we set out. As I thought, you don't know much about Gambits yet, do you? Listen carefully. I don't care to repeat myself. For each Gambit, you can combine one action with a target for that action. For example, you can arrange that Cure be cast on an ally whose HP falls below 50%. Useful that. Of course, one error of judgment, and you could well find yourself throwing punches at the same ally. If you have a good head on your shoulders, it should come easily, though. I fear a more detailed explanation is in order. It really isn't, but that's fine. I know how to use all this, so we're not going to listen to this, and I'm not going to read all Balthier's dialogue in his voice.
I love that we were in the treasury room, and there were literal gold bars sitting there.
Yeah.
But Vaan instead is like, no, I'm not going to grab any of that.
This glowing rock has got to be valuable.
Like, realistically, this is how it should have gone down. You want that thing? Okay, here you go. I'm going to grab something else that looks just as valuable out of this room.
I don't know. I guess on some level, if other thieves show up saying, if people like this, who are obviously pretty professional, show up demanding the thing you just stole, then you're going to go, this must be pretty valuable.
Yeah, but what are you going to do with it?
Who knows? I don't think Vaan thought ahead that far.
Because he's a dumb self-insert.
Yes, he is. I don't know if he's a self-insert, but he is dumb. I'll give you that much. That's great. Awesome. Let's be off then, shall we? Great. Let me screw around with that for just a second. What do we got here? Oh, we only got 2 for each person right now, but I imagine, yeah, see, look, our list of options is already way more robust than it is at the beginning of some of these other games.
Good stuff.
Ally whose HP falls below 30. I don't know, I feel like that's the kind of thing where, especially sped up, that's nice, but with only a handful of potions at our immediate disposal. I'm not going to run with that, I don't think.
Right.
Foe nearest visible attack. Party's leader attack, nearest visible. Let's see. Okay, hold on. Because as of right now, none of these guys... Yeah, see, none of these guys can cast... Oh, hold on. Oh, no, Fran has Cure.
Oh, good stuff.
Good, awesome. Okay, so I don't have to mess with... I can worry about that for right now. Hold on one second. I want to go ahead and... Fran, hi, hello, how are you? Ally falls below 30. I want you to cast Cure on them. Very nice. I like it a lot. Alrighty. What's going on over here?
I guess they realized that somebody needed to have Cure at this point in the game.
Insurgents. Most like they thought to take advantage of a lax watch at the palace while the fate's on. To feed the good consul a length of steel for his supper. I should think Vane used to such hospitality. Clever. He used himself as the bait to draw them near, and then sent in the air brigade. A fine, bloody banquet. I dare say I've soiled my cuffs. If a dungeon's waiting for us at the end of the night, it had best have a change of wardrobe.
He's so cool. No, one thing that's kind of that is kind of interesting, or at least just something that you might notice, is that Dalmatia just keeps getting the crap beaten out of them at everything that they try.
Yeah.
This whole thing opens with their country getting blown up, and now even the rebellion fighting against the evil empire that Han Solo here wants nothing to do with. Even they just got beaten up.
Yeah, I kind of got the short end of the stick. But hey, since we're the good guys, that's gonna change one day. Ooh.
Yeah?
Maybe.
That's great.
I haven't played the game.
Yeah, you don't know. You don't know nothing about nothing.
I don't.
Oh, that's not. I don't know. You've gotten about 4 hours ahead of where we are right now, or thereabouts.
Yeah, but in a game like this, that's nothing.
No, it's not much of anything actually. You still didn't even get to really meet the main character of the game.
I was introduced to her. That's about it.
Yep. And I'm actually, in a minute here, we're going to get to a point where I am actually going to kind of start talking about things that aren't actually happening yet. So if you're watching this, and you're really concerned about getting spoilers for kind of like for later events in this game, you're going to want to stop watching in a couple of minutes. But just in general, the gameplay loop right now is pretty simple because we don't have a lot of options to us, but it does get more complicated later. Not like super in-depth, more so than any other JRPG out there, but you know, it is something. It is, especially with the Gambit system, it cuts out a lot of the tedium and makes the whole... Because, like, with a lot of these JRPGs, a lot of the real decision-making comes in with the way that you build your characters, more so than, like, the actual, you know, the actual minute-to-minute decisions of attacking, right? And this kind of cuts out the minute-to-minute decisions of attacking in a lot of cases and just lets you focus on kind of how you build the characters and your overall grand strategy, if you will. Which I actually kind of quite like, because it focuses on what's good about these games, the kind of their strengths. There we go.
Now, what was it about guns in this game? Do they ignore defense?
Yeah, the guns have less attack value, but they ignore overall defense. And we should have enough licenses now that I can go buy that shield for Vaan. License points, that is. Oh yeah, plenty. What is this? Gain MP after dealing damage. Don't have enough points to do that, so it doesn't matter. Whatever. At least I have the shield. That's going to drastically increase his defense. Very nice.
Good stuff.
Okay, cool. But yeah. So obviously, there's been a lot of... so that's kind of the gameplay. You know, it's standard JRPG stuff, just with kind of focusing on... the energy is focused in what I consider to be the right area. But some people may disagree with that. I know a lot of people felt like, oh, this means the game plays itself, but I mean, just...
But that's no different than just spamming X.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of how I've always felt about the whole situation. But anyway, one thing that is one other thing that I want to talk about again before like if for people who are concerned about spoilers, just kind of to finish things up before anybody takes off. And I'm not going to talk about late game things. I'm going to talk about things that happen in the first 10 hours. Just like, you know, we're not going to get there. This game, as you've probably noticed, is pretty heavy on the political content. This really feels like Final Fantasy via Game of Thrones in a lot of ways. And the conflict is relatively small. Most Final Fantasy games concern themselves with global scale conflicts. You know, like you fly around the entire world, you save the entire planet from an evil god or crazy person with godlike powers or whatever else. This game is really a pretty small drama about like 3 countries, essentially. Okay, why did I cast that on Fran and not on, you know, anybody else? Whatever. I wanted to cast it on Balthier and Vaan, but I screwed up.
Cast fire on Vaan.
One other thing that's nice that you can do in this game is, if you want, like, once you have... So, like, for right now, we can't really do it, but later on, you're going to have, like, 16, 20 different Gambit slots, right? So if you ever have, like, you know, just cure everybody... I just want to cure everybody to max while I'm running around, right?
Yeah.
Well, you have Gambits on here that'll, like, heal ally who has below 90% HP, and it's off all the time. But then when you're just running around, you go flip that on, and they just... Whoever's doing that is just healing your party in the background. Or you know, recasting buffs or whatever else. And I just wasted my time. But that's fine. All the same difference to me. But yeah. I really like the story of this game, but I know a lot of people didn't care for it because there's a lot of small details you kind of got to keep up with, and in terms of the people have talked about it feels like that the characters are more like casual observers of these grand events, which I feel kind of misses the entire point of the main character's arc. But I understand why this game, a lot of people have mixed feelings about this game, why it's kind of a matter of taste in a lot of regards. But if you're the type of person who likes kind of relatively smaller scale stories, if you don't want to watch a story about saving the entire planet, if you just want to watch something kind of smaller about a couple of individual characters and some larger political goings-ons, I think it's really good. And I mean, I think even just from what we've seen so far, I can promise that while we've kind of been wasting our time running around with Vaan for a while here, and there is a lot of fluff in this game, the presentation of that first, like, 30 minutes.
Oh, it was great.
And it's not just contained to that. A lot of this game feels much closer to that, except you're actually playing through it at a minute-to-minute procedural pace instead of, watching it in a cutscene. But anyway, like I said, it's not going to be anything bad, but my point is that I'm going to be talking about some things that'll come up, again, within the first 10 hours or so of the game.
Yeah.
But, if you want to experience all those things dynamically, you should probably stop watching at this point. We'll be moving on for a couple more episodes, hanging out, talking a little bit more about Final Fantasy XII. Joey, I know you've already seen past this, obviously, but as I've spent a lot of time with this game. What do you think about it?
I mean,
just in general.
Just in general, it's like I said, it's definitely interesting. This is one of those games that I haven't played, not because I'm not interested, but it's because there have been so many games that have been coming out, and
this year's been crazy.
Yeah, it has. This year has had so many big games come out. And this is another game, like, this is one that you cannot casually pick up and be like, yeah, I'm just going to play it a little bit.
Nope.
No. This is an investment, just like any JRPG is. And I mean, I've already had my one, usually I don't even play JRPG, but I've had my one JRPG this year with P5.
Oh yeah, I was going to say, like, not Nier Automata, what is he talking about? I should have realized
100 hour plus game. So
yep, so this is on the schedule for another time in the future.
Exactly. And I really do want to play it. It's just, this is not something you can rush through.
Alrighty. Well, that's it for now. We'll see you next time.